Hi everybody, my name is Jen from Honey and Lace by Chic Boutique, Jen and Lori. Obviously I'm only half of our team. Lori is my mom and she's not here tonight, but I wanted to get this video uploaded. I was hoping to do a 1 week update for our first week, but we're on day 9, so I'm a little bit late as it is. But I just wanted to kind of go on here and give you some information about how things have been going so far, what our experience has been like, and why we went with Honey and Lace. So originally, I was looking into some other companies. The biggest one is where I kind of started. That was, the main one that I'd heard about. The price, honestly, the onboarding price really, it kind of scared me. Was it doable? Sure. But, that kind of money up front, not being able to have any say in your inventory, it kind of scared me. And the fact that there are probably 20 consultants with that company just within a 5-mile radius from where I live. So I kind of was hesitant just because of the amount of consultants out there. I wanted to be able to get into a company that was a little more groundbreaking. So then I found another company, which is starting to become more well known. And I was actually really interested in doing that one. The startup costs were definitely a little easier to swallow. I liked the styles, the quality. But right at the time when I was sending in my contract, they put a halt to their onboarding. And as of right now, I think they're still actually in a hold, and they weren't able to give, the oncoming consultants any updates on when the anticipated startup again was going to be, when they were going to start bringing new people on again. And, that made me uneasy just because there were so many unknowns with that. And, I'd already waited a few months and I really wanted to jump in. I was ready to get going. And the other thing is, I was really kind of interested in doing a partnership with my mom. And this particular company didn't do partnerships anymore. So that was another negative. I was convinced that I was, still going to do something with one of these companies, either way, but I really, I liked the idea of doing it with my mom. So, I sent in my contract for that company and got into the queue. And, I was in the queue for a few weeks and we still hadn't heard any updates. Now, this was back in December. Still hadn't heard any updates on when they might start bringing people on. So, while I was waiting, I was on YouTube, much like you're doing right now, checking out videos, and I came across something that said Honey and Lace, and I'd never heard of it. But I watched a couple of videos on it, and it just felt right. I don't know if you guys have ever had moments like that where it just clicked. The company is very small. We've only got maybe over 400 consultants right now, and it's growing, but they're growing at like a nice steady pace, which is what I like. I feel like sometimes these companies, they get so into the whole growth process that they forget that there are growing pains, and they have to plan for these changes, these things that come up as you grow as quickly as you do. So I like that Honey and Lace kind of has that in their mind, and they are only growing as much and as fast as they feel that they are able to, which is good. So, after I found them out, I did some research. I ended up joining a couple groups on Facebook. I ordered a pair of leggings just because I wanted to, like I said, I'd never heard of them, so I wanted to kind of get an idea of the quality. And they're very similar, if not nicer than the other ones. I will say the patterns and stuff definitely were more appealing to me. They were more my style. I just, it felt right. So, very soon after that, and after talking with my mom just to make sure that she was on board with everything, we sent in our contract. I believe it was submitted January 17th, and it was maybe 5.5 weeks later we got the call, and now it's day 9 after having received our package. So from the time that we received our call, from the time that we got our initial order, it took 1 week, and that was coming from the West Coast. I'm over on the East Coast, so I thought a week was good. So 9 days in, I'm really excited about how things are going. Like, really excited, and I'm really happy I did this. The nice thing about Honey Lace is it's definitely a lot more affordable to get started, which I know for a lot of people that is a big issue. And although it wasn't the main driving factor of my choice, it certainly, weighed in on it. They offer a few different packages, the least expensive being the $1,000 package, which is ultimately what we decided to start with, and then we added on. So I think overall our initial investment was about $1,400, and that got us a little over 100 pieces. And I can say that just 9 days in, we've already hit sales that total over half of our initial investment. So I think although we started with a small inventory, I think that's phenomenal. I'm very happy with that. My mom is very happy with it. And the nice thing that it allowed us to do, starting with that small package, because your initial package, you don't get to choose the pieces. We decided to start small so that we could take more of our money that we had to actually invest in items that we chose. So I think that worked out well for us. There are larger packages, but the interest is definitely there. We've had really good feedback. People are just receiving it very well. So I'm very excited to see how things are going to go from here and how things continue to grow for our business. It's one of those things that, I've done other multi-level marketing companies, other MLMs, and, some of these things become so oversaturated, and they get into these, fads. And I really see this being something that sticks, something that you can actually make a living doing. I've done other companies, and you could make a decent amount of money. Was it ever something that you could do full time? Maybe, depending on what you needed to get by on. But this I think we could definitely do it, and I'm really excited for that opportunity and for that potential. So I'm going to try to post some more updates as we continue to grow. We just placed another pretty good size order, which should be here hopefully this next week, and then we're going to be doing our official in-person launch hopefully next weekend. So I think once we actually do that, things are going to start growing exponentially. Up to this point, it's all been Facebook. So please check in on upcoming videos. If you want to join our group on Facebook, it's Honey and Lace by Chic Boutique, Jen and Lori, parentheses. And then if you want to email us for any information or questions, our email is the word and spelled out, L by Chic Boutique at gmail.com. So it reads like H and L by Chic Boutique at gmail.com. And thank you again for tuning in. See you next time.